goodies. Alright, if you're watching this, you're probably interested in or thinking about getting an NC750. So this is why I bought the NC750X DCT. Now, when I was a few years ago, when I was getting ready to upgrade my motorcycle, I had a Ninja 250, and before that I had a little 250 Cruiser. I had an idea of what I wanted. I knew I didn't want a cruiser. I like my feet under me. I didn't think I would really be much of a sport bike bro. And not that the Ninja 250 is a super sporty bike, but it's the sportiest bike I ever rode. But turns out I really like the having my feet underneath me compared to out front, like on a cruiser. So I knew I wanted something that was either standard, like, you know, lax seated position, or a little more sporty. So my initial, gotta stop saying huh? My initial thought was I was gonna go with the Honda CB500 F or X. And I ended up settling on the X because I like the idea of maybe we'll be able to do a little more off-road-ish, light off-road. Did it again, huh? Yuck. Anyway, I like the idea of being able to do a little off-road stuff, light gravel roads, because I like to camp, and moto camping is something I'd like to do. So I was leaning towards the 500X. After, you know, saving up for a while and watching more and more videos, saw some videos about this one, the NC750 DCT or manual version, and I just really like the idea of it. However, it was $2,000-3,000 more expensive, because I think the 500X at the time was around $6,000, and this was around $9,000, depending on closer to $8,000 if you're doing the manual transmission. But what really sold me on it was just ran over a string. It scared me. Thought it wasn't a string. What really sold me on it was the luggage space. And if you get the luggage space and like a tank bag and saddle bags and all the stuff in the back, it will hold more than a gold wing, which seemed insane. I commute every day, well, almost every day to work on this. It's January right now. It was 30 to 32 degrees this morning, not the wind chill. And I rode. I got a winter suit, and that kept me from not dying. It was still a little cold. My hands were really what was cold. But, so I commute on it. So having storage space and not having to put my lunch behind me on a cargo net, under a cargo net on the back seat, that appealed to me. I think I have clear road, maybe clear roads ahead of me. This truck is truck just pulled out in front of me over this hill. Got behind another, get to be behind another truck. This road, every single time, it's curvy and fun, but you're always stuck behind traffic. Gravel. So, Some other things I liked about the bike was this year is a 2021 model. It's 2022 now, but I didn't want the 2022 version because they added a couple $100 onto the price tag and didn't do nothing. They did a couple little superficial things, but originally I was going to get the 2019 version when I decided on what bike I probably wanted. And I changed my mind and went with the 2021 version because there was a lot of complaints about the 2019 seat is angled down too much. So, right. And they fixed that. They lowered the seat height a little bit. Just a couple other little things, which made me lean toward the 2021 version. I never bought a new vehicle, ever in my life. Never even considered it. But so this is my first ever new vehicle thing that I have purchased. This is my first time having throttle by wire, so I can choose different rider modes. I usually just do standard. I find it's got plenty of power when I need it, and it saves on gas, and I mostly commute on it, so saving on gas is a big deal for me. I like the LED headlight, LED headlights, turn signals, all LED lights. So ideally, I will never have to worry about changing them, or if I do, it's so far in the future that it's worth changing them. And I just like the look of the bike. It's a nice looking bike. Now, apparently it was voted the dorkiest motorcycle in existence by some YouTuber, but honestly that made me like it more. They're like, that's perfect, fits my personality exactly. If I was riding some cool kid's bike, then that bike would no longer be cool. My plans for this bike is commuter for school. I teach middle school. I live about 25 miles from the school, so my plans are to commute back and forth on it, ride it on the weekends, and make videos with the GoPro, and make videos of the places we have to learn about. One of the classes I teach is Georgia history. So, obviously live in Georgia. So, I think some of the kids at least would enjoy a video seeing the actual place we're studying that is done by somebody they know. And, yeah, that would be neat. And I can put in it exactly what I want, the information I want them to know, not somebody else that did kind of what I wanted, somewhat showed the things I want them to see, and gave some information that was relevant 5 years ago, on the, our old standards or whatever. That's some of my plans, I guess, for what I'm gonna be using the bike for. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking about getting an NC750, or you have an NC750. I bought the DCT version. I've never ridden a DCT bike before, or a CVT, like a scooter, before. I barely know the difference. I just know that there's a difference because YouTube told me there was. Somebody on YouTube told me there was. But everybody I watched that rode the DCT version said they liked it. I mean, they didn't think they would like it because it's gotta have a clutch. Otherwise, it's not a motorcycle, it's just a scooter. But the DCT version has been around. Honda's DCT has been around for a while. So, what are these people doing? Wait, good. it just keeps getting better and better. And everybody is saying they like it. It's like, I bet I would like it too. I've never ridden it before, but I bought it, and it turns out I love it. I very rarely reach with my left hand for the clutch. I do, however, reach with my left toe for the gear shifter all the time, and I need to get out of that habit. But I really like not worrying about downshifting up. Like, I don't gotta worry about anything. It just switches for me. And if I want to downshift before a corner or whatever, I have I can downshift or upshift manually, even when it's in drive mode, because you can put it in automatic or manual mode. And if it's in manual mode, you can shift like you normally would, kind of, except you don't gotta squeeze. You just click the button. It will downshift for you. So if you're slowing to a stop at a red light, you don't gotta keep downshifted. However, I did find a huge flaw with this bike. It will not let you shift into neutral when you're riding. So when you go under a bridge, there's no rev bumps. You just can't do it. Because, watch. Neutral. Nope. Stayed in gear. Doesn't matter. Stayed in gear. So if the bike shuts off, you gotta be ready to get off the road pretty quick. Because I think, I don't know, I haven't tried that yet. I'm too scared to try that. Like, just hit the kill switch while I'm riding, see what happens. I'll do it eventually. Not right now. Try to get home. But so no rev bombs under bridges. That's a bad thing. I'm sure I'll probably do the 5 things I love about my NC750X DCT, because I probably won't do that. I'll probably just do things. Here's some things I like and don't like about the bike. I honestly haven't found anything I don't like about the bike. Let's see. I'm learning how to use the different. There's so much things on here I'm not used to. I'm just used to the bare bones. No gear indicator, no fuel level, nothing. Just how fast you're going in your RPMs, and that's like all you get. But I've gone 566 miles on this motorcycle. Well, I've gone 560. It had 6 miles when I got it. See, the first gear didn't do nothing, just slowed down and stopped. I thought I could get in front of this car. The light doesn't turn green yet. Yeah, I can make it. And just in time to get behind another car. Perfect. Okay, so I don't remember what I was talking about. I just like being on this bike. I've gotten used to it. I broke it in. Went to Helen, Georgia. There's a loop. What's it called? A byway? Yeah. It's just like a little scenic loop outside of Helen. And so I did that for a while. Did that for I think 200 miles. I already put 100 miles on it, just riding it and letting it engine cool off. I thought I had to do it for 600 miles, but I was incorrect. The manual said 300. So, like, okay, I guess it's broken in now. I'm getting close to the first maintenance thing where you gotta do the oil or a couple other things, I guess. It's coming up at 600 miles, so 40 more miles. So next couple weeks, next week I should be doing it, but I probably won't do it right at 600 miles because I don't know why. I probably just won't do it at 600 miles. What are the chances that it's exactly 600 miles? Anyway, really like the DCT version. And you can do the manual. I already said that. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. it is a comfortable bike. I do, in all the reviews, like, oh, the buffeting from the windshield is right here on my helmet, like right mid helmet, so yeah, it should be lower so I can be in clean air, or higher so it deflects all the air, but it's not that bad. I'm on a motorcycle. I'm expecting to have wind hit me, I guess. If I lean down, I can feel it. It's much smoother. If I lean up, it's a little, well, it's not going fast enough. I can feel that there's wind, but I don't care. I would expect there to be wind on a motorcycle. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why I chose this bike. I don't plan on doing a whole lot of modifications to it or anything. Just, I ordered a center stand. That was the first thing I ordered. That should be coming soon. I want to get engine guards, just in case, just protected. If I screw something up and drop it. But I'm waiting a little bit just to do some research on, you know, which ones I want to get. I'm not a big name brand guy. Like, it's got to be a certain name brand, but I don't want it to be cheap garbage that won't do anything or will void the warranty, because I saw something about engine guards, some might, or engine guards in general might void the warranty because it would cause, it could damage the frame bracket by transferring force right into the frame bracket or whatever. I don't know. So, but I'll probably do it anyway, just at least the small engine guards. Other than that, I don't plan on doing a whole lot. I want to do the USB adapter in here. That's a little thing. But I don't know enough about bikes to do, like, oh, I need to do all of this. I'm not gonna mess with the muffler to get some fancy slip-on thing to make it louder. It sounds fine, but I'm not really sure that loud pipes save lives. Because every time I've been in a car, I don't hear the motorcycle till it's in front of me. Even with loud straight pipes and no pipes, I can hear behind the motorcycle, and that's it. But we don't have, oh my god, come on. Oh, every single one of them in this girl. I'm gonna pull out and hit me. Okay. Today is the day for people wanting to hit me. On the way to school, the same lady twice, I guess just not paying attention to where I was, passed me, kind of. I was behind somebody else, and we both passed her, and then she caught back up and then wanted to, I guess, get out of the left lane so that the person behind her can pass her, because she's in the way. And like, she turned her turn signal on, was right next to me. Like, you rode up on me. Like, I know you saw me because you put yourself there. And then she did it again later when I was getting ready to turn. I was slowing down to turn, and she did the exact same thing. I say she, not because women drivers can't drive. It was because I saw her. It was a lady, not a guy. But anyway, yeah, that's what happened. Great story. It wouldn't have looked good on video because it was dark, super dark. It's starting to get to the point where it's getting a little bit lighter. But I did leave a little bit later today, so maybe it was just that. It's still winter. It's gonna be dark in the morning. All right, yeah, that was that. That's why I bought this bike. Got nothing else to say, so I'm gonna say, why?